Well, hello YouTube. Gonna do another layout update for you. Do a February one anyways. So I've been really busy on the layout, of course. Just love this hobby, eh? So, new. I know the ACR never had any of those, but what the heck, right? It's my railway, it's my rules. So there you go. This addition I've added onto the layout has been absolutely amazing. Been great to change it up a little bit and made it a lot more operationally friendly. Been able to run trains in from both directions now, as I got this track that comes into the staging yard now that actually comes in here. So I'm able to run in from both directions. See way down there, I'm able to run in. So which is good. Built these log cars, pull cars, so there's two of them there. You heard the lock sound 4503, which sounds absolutely amazing. One thing that added to it, I cut a hole in the exhaust, and you can actually hear the difference that it makes. It actually sounds like it's coming out of the exhaust hole. So it's cool. Of course, always lots of engines in the engine yard. She's getting pretty full now. Of course, I've got a surprise coming up, which I'll show you later on, probably next month. I've got 3 more Jeep 38s coming at Algoma Central, another SD40, and 1 GP9 chop nose Jeep 9, sorry, the ACR. And yeah, it's been fun. Enjoying the hobby, and of course some big changes out here. Vinyl decals are going in around the layout, so if you want vinyl decals done, let me know. Message me at enr3004@gmail.com. So I changed up the whole pulp mill area here, so drastically different than last time. So the 3 tracks there will be the paper and pulp out. The tracks to beside that are chemicals and clay. The one that jets off towards the backdrop is for wood chips, and then pulp logs in where the pulp log cars are. So of course, talking about the vinyl decals, so this is Hearst, Ontario now, the end of the line where Algoma Central and Ontario Northland meet up together. That's why the 2 logos. So yeah, I totally changed the layout out. So this is actually kind of the end of the line for the ACR. So if you kept going towards the back there, that would be going towards Kappa's casing. And this is the Y, and this track would go east, or west, sorry, towards Winnipeg. And that track there would be the ACR going south to Sault Ste. Marie. So I repainted all this, got rid of the pink foam, thank God. Painted all my tracks. I had to redo this switch. I had a big long Shinohara switch in there that was nothing but trouble. Runs flawlessly now, and yeah, just kind of cleaning everything up, tweaking it a little bit, and working on the scenery and such. And we'll just run around to the other side of the layout. So also got this little gem here all done up. It's Ontario Northland Jeep 40, and again, this one sounds absolutely awesome. It has a lock sound decoder in it as well. I'll start it up for you. That sounds nice. I'm really liking the lock sound quite a bit. So very nice. So the operation down at this end is 2 tracks going out, 2 tracks going in. So the Ontario Northland services the mill. The ACR brings in the cars. So the cars on the first 2 tracks are what's coming into the mill. The cars on the next 2 tracks are what's going out. And the ACR local will pull all the cars out and run back. So usually I've got a couple ACR engines sitting in here, but I've got them in the back and tweaking some CVs. So changed up this a little bit over here. So this is now, I know it's not all prototypical, but it's cool. So Duberville, So we've got lumber. So there's actually, where I'm standing would be the sawmill, and changed it up a little bit. So we've added a pole yard here. So poles get loaded and then get shipped out by rail. So I thought it's kind of a cool opportunity to create some really neat loads. I'm going to leave all the poles loose and just load them in as if they would in real life, right? So I've got a bunch more poles. I'm going to try and stain some green and brown. These ones are kind of just natural, so the mill would be producing poles and lumber. Kind of cool, right? So doing that, added in some hooks around the layout, working on a fence to keep the horses in, so you don't want to have the horses run away. I'm going to be fixing the lake here probably in the next couple of weeks and redoing it because of the big foam, end of the world foam patch there. So I'm going to redo the lake. I'm going to do the fence around the propane yard. I've got Superior Propane Decals coming from the Train Cellar. Best hobby shop in Canada. And there you go. So that's really about it. That's kind of funky around the layout. Of course, and another one, Mosher. So in Mosher there was mead, or a forest products place here in Mosher. Kind of changed it up a little bit. So this is a log reload. So a little change around. So again, not prototypical, but still fun, right? So that's all that matters. So yeah, everything is coming along nicely. There used to be a Y in there, if you remember. I never used the Y, and caused some electrical nightmares because of the short with the Y and the changeover, the polarity and such, and just never worked well for me. So put a backdrop up in here. So aside from the reflection of my lights, I think it looks pretty darn good. Again, if you want backdrops printed up, I know the fellow who can do them, and let me know. Again, email me or message me. I've got a Facebook page or whatever. Send me a pigeon with a note strapped to its foot. So yeah, there you go. Just wanted to give you a little layout update, and things are progressing really nicely. I'm having a lot of fun with the layout. I'm really happy that this part turned out great. Operationally, it's a blast to operate, and gives you a lot of different opportunities to run trains, switch trains, bring trains in, and still will allow somebody else to be running trains and switching over here, as well as running and creating and taking apart trains in the back staging room. So still at a loss to ballast this as my layout keeps going. I'm still kind of wondering if I should ballast it, and also a future expansion might be to continue this track in along the wall, along here, and only make it 6-8 inches wide, and then over here it's a bunch of wasted space above the heater, is do the harbor at Michikapoten Harbor. So it'd be ore cars, empties in, loads out, wouldn't need much room, but it sure looked cool. So we'll see. That's on my horizon. So yeah, let me know what you like. Share the video. Send me an email, enr3004@gmail.com if you got any questions. And keep having fun with the hobby. This is the greatest hobby, and I feel very fortunate to be able to take part in it and share it with everybody. It beats sitting in the bar drinking and smoking and all that other jazz, right? So enjoy it. I'll leave you with the sounds of 4503, and have a good day.